you can heal people, like you can heal stuff. And I'm like, how you heal people? And it was, and then I fucked around and was like, I want to hear what God has to say. I was like, I want that too. Not knowing, this is what I say by words of power. All you have to do is ask for it. Some of us, it's we have a certain level of asking power that others don't. And it's not because we're better than anyone or worse than anyone. It's just that our mission is different. Your level of hearing, your level of witnessing, your level of doing things in the spirit realm, or whatever you call it, depends on what your mission is. Like, what are your assignments? Like, if you don't have an assignment clearance to do certain things, they're not going to give you stuff just to sit and go to the supermarket. Like, I had a car, and the only time I drove the car was to go to the supermarket. I got rid of the car because I was like, yo, this is not what I wanted a car for. I wanted to go on trips, not that's not what it was. So I got rid of it because to me, going to the supermarket is not a trip. So I digress. But yeah, so that it depends on your level. So for me, all I gotta do is ask. All I gotta do is be like, hey, I want that. That's why don't be like, nah, because I can mess myself up going in the opposite direction too. You understand? I can go in the opposite direction and say shit that I shouldn't be saying. And then, it shifts to that timeline instead of shifting to the timeline it's supposed to be on. But that's a whole thing for another day. I can't say too much because then the video won't record. I don't know who goes through that too. But if you say too much, do your team, like, you be talking for like 30 minutes and then all of a sudden you finish and then it's like 0. And you're like, damn, I said something I wasn't supposed to. That happened. True story. That just happened, last week. I did a whole video and it did not record. I was just like, I talk too much. Yep. But yeah, from the day I realized that, oh shit, this is real, was when I was in my bathroom, and I heard the voice again, and they were saying something about doing something, and I was just like, oh my God, am I talking to myself? And they were like, oh, we're on this again? We're doing this again? They were like, oh my God, really? It was like that. That shit made me believe that the shit was real. I was cracking up because I wouldn't talk to myself like that.